Do you know why anesthetists are very bad with their relationships? Why they're always breaking up? That is because they are in love with this thing called the anesthesia machine. But how does the anesthesia machine work? What does it do? The anesthesia machine basically has lots of monitors to monitor many things, and it can release anesthetic gases. So this is basically the anesthesia machine on the left. It releases anesthetic gases which goes through a breathing system to ultimately reach the patient. The anesthesia machine has got many components. We divide these components into a high pressure system, intermediate pressure system, and a low pressure system. What I want you to do is pause the video here and just glance through this image. Once you have done that, let's look at the image now. So we have got high, intermediate and low pressure systems. In the high pressure system, we have got cylinder supply. In the intermediate, we have got pipeline gas supply. And in the low pressure system, we have mainly got the vaporizers, flow meters and the common gas outlet. What they'll ask you about is the intermediate pressure system. In the bottom, you can see one thing. This is the oxygen flush valve. So what it does is, during emergencies, if we want to give the oxygen immediately, we turn on the oxygen flush valve. So that directly goes to the common gas outlet. But there is a disadvantage to this. We are not able to control its flow and pressure. So if we are not able to control its flow and pressure, this can cause barotrauma. Speaking of flow and its control, I want you to look at this image again and spot the flow control valve and the flow meters. So this is basically a representative image. Actually how it looks is like this. So we have these knobs, as you can see in the bottom. These knobs are how we control the flow. So this is flow control. And we have got these tubes which we call flow meters. And ultimately the gas moves out. These tubes are also called Thorpe's tube. And to see how much flow is occurring, we have something known as bobbins. So if I turn the oxygen knob, oxygen is going to move in and this is going to move the bobbin. So this can be measured in the tube to see how much flow is occurring. But do you know what? I find this entire setup to be less efficient. Why is that so? So let's say there is some breakage in the oxygen tube, the oxygen flow meter. So if this happens, oxygen is going to move out. What will happen then? This can lead to hypoxia. So some oxygen is going to move out, which is going to lead to hypoxia. So a better setup would be to place the oxygen flow meter towards the end. This will reduce the risk of hypoxia even if there is some breakage. Okay. So this is actually how it looks in reality. Here we have the flow control valves, that is the knobs, and the flow meters. What is this one then? These are basically the vaporizers.